Hello and welcome to First20 here on Stephen Plays. My name is Stephen George, I play video games, and every Friday it's the first 20 minutes or so of a game. Today we're taking a look at Soma Spirit's Rebalance, and I am super excited to do so, as it was created by a member of Starmen.net. If you're not familiar with Starmen, it is the largest Earthbound fan site, and I have a very deep connection and history to the site. In many ways, I feel like an alumni. I got a huge push, a huge start on Starmen. A lot of my interest in video and art was from Starmen, and also I kind of sort of met my wife there. So yeah, I have a very deep connection to the site. And Torch60, the creator of this game, reached out to me and said, "Hey, would you mind bringing it to the channel?" So he gave me a copy of the game, and it's funny because I actually recently did this a year or so ago with a little game called Undertale. I covered Undertale within just a day or so of release because I wanted to give back to Starmen. Undertale was created by a member of Starmen.net who I knew, and I thought doing a review of Undertale would be a good way to give back. So I'm now doing a review of Soma Spirits kind of in the same vein. So let's jump in. It's supposed to be a really cool RPG with kind of like a two worlds simultaneously living side by side aspect, and I think it's going to be a good time. So let's start the new game here. Difficulty select. Weaker enemies, more money. Standard mode, tougher enemies. We'll do normal. I think I can handle myself. Once you've selected a difficulty, you will not be able to change it. Start the game? Yeah. I trust my abilities. Hopefully. The universe is home to many different worlds, and deep within it rests a planet not unlike our own. This place was once a land of prosperity and love. This world was called Soma. Soma was once ruled under the banner of the great and benevolent Sun King. Under his rule, the people were able to enjoy peaceful and successful lives. Civilization progressed at an amazing speed. The Sun King's power and wisdom knew no bounds. But as civilization advanced unchecked, so did the unyielding power of the Sun King. Nations became mere playthings for him to pit against one another for mere sport. The Sun King grew to be an unwavering tyrant. Thirsting for conflict, he brought civilization to its knees. With Soma on the brink of destruction, the fate of the world would soon be decided by two great beings. I'm already seeing like the shift and stuff. It's all mine. Everything on Soma, I built this. I have worked my entire life to build this empire. My empire. Who are you to tell me what to do with my world? My Soma. You have created a world of conflict and war. A king you are not. You are not deserving of such power, and we will ensure that you can never wield it again. Imbeciles! Do you have any idea what you are dealing with? I am the Sun King! No, I am a god! You will be a god no longer! We will end your ascension here and now! Oh snap! And then there was an explosion. And darkness. A great cataclysm overtook the land, and the once united Soma was no more. Soma and everything within it was divided into two equal parts. The world of joy, a place of eternal mirth, and the world of sorrow, a haven free from the blind idealisms that drive our anger. And it was decided that each world would be protected by a guardian spirit. These two spirits would maintain the balance of each world and help their inhabitants to accept their new ways of life. The Sun King, however, was never heard from again. Up! Wake up! Wake up! It's time to greet the day with a smile! Oh, goodness me! Time to get up, isn't it? It sure is, Heart! What a wonderful morning it is, too! Well, of course, Dockery! Every morning is wonderful. And I think it's time to wish everyone in the garden a very merry morning! A splendid task to start the day! But I should probably make sure I have everything I need to start the day first. Let's take a look around the house. So, the first thing that I'm noticing, obviously it's an RPG, so there's a little intro cutscene. You get Earthbound feels, as you should, because the creator is coming from the community that is devoted to, Earthbound. So you're obviously going to get some feels. Cross between maybe Earthbound and Mother 3 for graphics, definitely. The music actually is really catchy and reminds me, no pun intended, from using the word banjo as a banjo is playing, but it kind of reminds me of Banjo-Kazooie. So the banjo, the music's pretty sweet. All right, so let's see what we got here. TikTok! I hope today is wonderful. There's some notes here. Press F5 for full screen or F6 for a 2x window. F12 resets the game if you're in a pinch. Woo! Glad I took the time to read this. It's probably better to know these things. It's cool after you check things, then the little exclamation point goes away. Can't start the day without fresh clothes. Let's see. Obtain Spirit Guardian. Obtain Bronze Ring. Heart! Those are no good unless you equip them. You can open the menu with X to do so. Okay, so we got our standard RPG fare, as it is an RPG. If we go into the equip, we got a Joy Baton as a weapon. Also, the graphics are so cute. Let's see here. Change. Body. Spirit Guardian. This will take our defense up to 22. Cool. And let's see. We also have a ring. A simple ring made of bronze, which just adds defense, so we might as well put that on as well. Let's see if we have any skills yet. So power. Fire damage to one enemy for 4. And we also have support. Heals one ally for a small amount. And then no spirit powers. We can also check our status. Oh, that's cool. It's, I don't know why, it just kind of reminds me a little bit of Super Mario RPG, which is not a bad thing. I'm gonna need something refreshing for later. Obtained Berry Tonic ×3. Not that I'm anticipating that I'll get hurt today, but these are pretty good for such an occasion. I think that's everything I needed to do. So let's go outside. Dockery, could you watch the house while I'm gone? Oh, of course you... I'm gonna have to give this thing a crazy voice. Oh, like a demented Mickey Mouse. Of course you can leave it up to the clock to watch the house. Oh, hearing that just makes me all giddy inside. I'll see you later, I'm sure. Alright, so let's check what these tonics do. 40 HP. Alright, cool. So let's... I think we're good in here, so let's go outside. Actually, Heart... Oh god, the clock is alive. I want to come along this time. You're always going on fun adventures, and I want to go outside. Well, I promise I won't get in the way. I'm a very useful clock, you know. You can tell how long you've been on the adventure with me around. And? I've wanted to try being a writer. Whenever you want to record your progress, just tell me. Choose save in the menu and I'll write it down. Wow, that's super useful. Okay, Dockery, you can come along this time. Hooray! Dockery comes along for the ride. You can now save your progress. Also, the writing in this game is fun and over the top and ridiculous, and I really enjoy it. But also, I know that, the whole main mechanic of the game is that there's two different worlds. There's the world of joy and sorrow. So I'm assuming that at some point we're going to get to the sorrow side, and it's going to be like complete opposite, and I'm very much anticipating that. Ah, such a splendid day as always. Hello, world. Let's have another great day today. ... How odd. I usually get a response. I suppose I should just see what everyone's up to. Let's see what's going on. Can I talk to these vegetables? Hello. I feel like $100. Oh, how interesting. What would you do with $100, my friend? I think I'd buy a pair of shoes. I could always use some of those. How about you, Hart? I would give it away, of course. There are people who are far needier than I am. Well, how selfless. You're a role model to us all, Hart.
Good morning, Hart. I hope your day is filled with wonder.
Let's work together to make this world a splendid place.
Well, I sure can't do much from this hole in the ground, but I'm with you in spirit.
God, this is great.
Hello, Hart. It seems awfully quiet this morning.
Indeed. It feels a lot more tense than usual. Is someone upset?
It sure isn't me. I'm always as happy as I could ever be. But yeah, something does seem a little off now that you mention it.
So what is off in the world of joy? Let's go talk to these flowers. With a pleasure to see you this morning, Hart. And my brother is happy to see you, I'm sure. Yes, in fact, he's so overjoyed that he's lost his voice. No, it's so unfortunate. But I'm sure he'll be fine by the end of the day, believe me. Seems alright to me. We got a well here. Not sure what that's about. We got a nice big world to explore. I'm not sure what that is. I'm gonna keep walking around and talking to this stuff. I'm not sure what these things are, but everything is smiling and happy. Well, hello there! You must be coming this way to check up on Elder Oakley. Well, yeah, I was gonna go see him regardless. You know that. Well, things have been quiet down this way all morning. How unusual. If you need to see him, he's up past the pond, as always. Alright, let's go see this Elder Oakley. And here we are. I'm sure Elder Oakley will be his usual chipper self. But something seems a little different. Hart! I'm so glad you're here. Please hurry. Huh? Looks like things are not all okay in the world of joy. What are monsters doing in the garden? You have to help Elder Oakley. These monsters came and they've been bothering him all morning. No. It's okay, Elder. I'm here to help. As the guardian, I have to protect everyone. You have nothing to fear. Hey, you meanies. Stop bothering the Elder. Yeah, I'm thinking that they said, nah, brah. Smile fire approaches. Hey, you monsters. Please go back to the forest and leave us alone, okay? It's no good, Hart. They haven't listened to a word I've said. You might have to fight them. Fighting? In front of the Elder? Oh, I can think of no worse thing. I understand, but it's okay. I'll do anything I need to do so that we can all live happily. That's the spirit, but do you need a reminder on how to fight? I probably have RPGs figured out, but sure. Okay, well, it goes something like this. I'm sure you know, but battles are split into turns. At the start of each turn, a list of actions will appear, such as attack and items. Choose whichever action you want to take this turn, and the turn will begin. Be sure to choose the best action to suit your current situation in combat. These guys don't look so tough, so why not try just using attack? I bet that will get the job done. Alright, so we're going to do fight, attack, and attack this first one. 15 damage, it's dead. So I took 3 damage. Take this, smile fire. Wubba lubba dub dub. Hart won the battle. And they've been erased from this existence. Ha! Great job, Hart. You really showed them. And now Elder Oakley will be just as happy this morning as I am. Ahem. Good morning, Elder. Oh. What a wonderful morning we're having.
No, Hart, it's
not a wonderful morning?
just let me stay here alone.
This is so strange. How could the Elder be like this? I wonder. I know who to ask about this. Soul. Hey, Soul, you won't believe what's going on over here. He must be caught up with something. In that case, I think I'll head over there myself. Going to the pond? Ah, how exciting. Alright, so now we are going to go see Soul. And I can go this way. I won't accomplish anything by heading into the forest. Okay, so we're going to go back to the pond. I'm assuming that we're probably heading to that strange platform, which is most like... I thought the tree took a crap. I was like, oh, that's strange. Ah, yes, it's this thing. A very nice centerpiece to the lake, if I do say so myself. It's been a while since I've actually had to use this, though. I hope it still works. I've been keeping an eye on it every day, Hart. You can rest assured that it's all tidy as it should be. Of course he knows the chant, you dummy. Hart, get ready to do your thing. Give it the old razzmatazz. Feels like so long since I've done this. Well, here goes nothing. The key to unlock the gate lies in our mutual fate. Unite the heart and soul and become a greater whole. And we are... Looks like we made some sort of portal. Wow! I got it on my first try this time. Pretty good considering. Alright, you all stay put and I'll be back in a little bit. So happy and cheery, and I'm expecting the exact opposite. Up! Wake up! Wake up! It's time to greet the day. Or I guess you could lay in bed. I respect that too. Great. It's a darn shame I can't just sleep as much as I want. But that's life. I've got responsibilities just like any other adult. Would be pretty cool. But yeah, that's life. You bet. I don't need you of all people reminding me. I guess I'll clean up a bit and make my rounds. Weird! Alright, so we are basically in Bizarro World, and we're playing as Soul. Spirit of Sorrow. Soul. Very cool. Slightly different stats, too. I'm assuming we'll probably find similar items? A change of clothes is necessary. Spirit Guard. Bronze ring. Hey, you should... I don't want to hear it. Okay, and... what's for breakfast? Life Force Nut. Same as always. Alright, let's get going. Those people aren't going to greet themselves. Dockery, make sure the house doesn't catch fire or anything. I guess it's time to... Don't make me come over there. Alright, so let's see here. Obviously, we want to go ahead and equip this equipment. Spirit Guard, same thing. Bronze Ring, same thing. We have different weapons. And the items... We have Berry Tonic. And we have Life Force Nut. Revives a fallen comrade with half of their maximum HP. Seems like it could be useful later. Oh, we should probably check the skills as well. What do we have as Soul? We have Freeze, ice damage. Support, heal. And nothing for Spirit quite yet. You coming or what? I guess so? I mean, you just told me to stay home. I changed my mind. I always did want to write a bit. Keep things fresh. Alright. So Dockery's with me. Doesn't seem like anything is out of the ordinary. Just the way I like it. Can't say that crying is within the ordinary, though. Oh! Well, that's no good. Better look around to make sure everyone's keeping it together. It's literally Bizarre World, and everyone... I mean, it's the world of sorrow, so everyone's just sad. Which is great. So, I wish I had $100. All of a sudden, just like that, huh? Well, it's been on my mind for a while. I could really use the money. What do you need it for? I'm trying to open my own company. People could use new stuff, right? I see. Loan $100 to the carrot? I think we can make him earn it himself. I mean, I got a wife and kids to feed. I really need this $300. Well, nothing comes without hard work and perseverance. I won't give anyone the impression that anything in life is just handed to them. I understand completely. I just have to work even harder to meet my goals. That's the spirit. We all have to do our fair share in life. I can't sleep with all that crying, Soul. Whoever's causing a scene is really hamming it up, huh? I've never heard anyone that sad. I thought I was pretty miserable, but I guess there's always someone else. No, crying like that is anything but natural. Oh. Wait, so you're saying I'm the most miserable person you've ever met? I'm not saying anything. Soul, thanks for coming to talk with us. That crying is really getting on my nerves. And believe me, when the first thing I hear out the door is someone causing a racket, you know something is up. Please make it stop. I can't concentrate on the more important things in life, like boat paddling and fly fishing. You don't even own a boat. Well, you got me there. All right, so let's go see what our flower friends say in Bizarro World. They don't speak. Hello? Speak up, I can't hear you. He motions to the right. Talk to him. Hello, Soul. Everything seems okay for the time being. Aside from... that. I know it's probably a bother since you just got up and all, but could you... Yeah, I'm on it. Hold on. Thanks, Soul. It's just a bit ridiculous that this is how we all had to start the day. My poor brother can't even think right now. Alright, so we also have our friend, the sad tree, who... See, in the color world, it looked like a poop. In this world, it kind of looks like a chicken. Like he dropped a chicken on the ground. Oh, the horror. I can't hear anything over that terrible screaming. It sounds an awful like Elder Oakley. I'm on my way to check it out right now. This is rather unlike him. I do wonder what the problem is. Alright, so we're gonna go check on Bizarro World, Elder Oakley, and see what we can find out. And here we are. I hope Oakley's not crying himself into a corner. Dun dun dun. Soul, I'm glad you're... Despicable monsters. How dare you sully the grounds of the Elder? Get out of here. Trial fire. No one harasses the Elder on my watch. Get out of here. Soul, I don't think they're going to listen to a word you say. And they look dangerous to the touch. You should use a skill that these fiery foes are weak against. Do you want me to explain? Yeah, I think I got it. Alright. You seem to know what you're doing anyway. Alright, so we are going to be using freeze on these guys. Boom, baby! This is really cool because, like you're still, like, in the tutorial of the game, but, they're using one side of the world, and you can see I used the normal attack, it did no damage. They used one side of the world to kind of teach you about attack, and they're using this other side of the world to teach you about freeze, which is your powers. And it comes up and it says weakness, which is nice, too. Soul won the battle! Whew. I knew we could count on you, Soul. You'd think these monsters would know better by now, but I suppose that might explain all that crying. No! Hey, come on. I got rid of the monsters. What more could you need? It's so horrible. How could this happen? How did what happen? It's terrible. Oh, so terrible. Everything is ruined. Okay, now take 2 seconds out of your misery and calm down. I need to know what the problem is. Hey, look, my job is to make sure everyone here has a clear head on their shoulders. Or faces on trunks. And I can't do that if you can't tell me the problem. So I'm assuming we're going to get... Yeah, okay, so now we're going to enter the world of sorrow as our buddy Heart. And I'm here! Ah, this place is always so dreary. I'd better go find Soul before this gets to me. So, he runs off. And presumably meets up with Soul. I think this means... Oh! Hey, Soul! Ha! A splendid good morning to you, Soul. Nothing splendid about it since you're here now. But if you're on this side, then that means that something is wrong on my side? Yes, poor old Elder Oakley is... Oh! The misery of it all. Unusually sad, even for a place like this. He seemed upset even on my end. Then it means only one thing. Elder Oakley's balance has shifted. Shifted? Ah, it's been a while since something like this has happened. Then I'll explain again, because you can never seem to remember these things. We are the guardian spirits who watch over the two worlds, the world of joy and the world of sorrow. I remember that part. And just as there are two worlds, so are there two existences of each person within them, one joy and one sorrow. But it seems as though Elder Oakley has shifted too far into sorrow. The question is, what caused this? In other words, Elder Oakley is very sad, and we need to figure out why. That's easy! Let's just ask him. Nicely. Come on, it's not that simple. Elder Oakley! What's the matter? I promise, we're here to help and make everything better. This isn't gonna work. Oh, my seed! My beautiful seed of beginnings! Gone, gone forever. Taken by monsters into the forest, never to be returned. Oh. We'll get your seed back for you. Just you wait. Off we go into the forest, Soul. Come, come! That eager, huh? Fine, but you're taking the lead. I need to make sure you don't fall flat on your face and kill yourself. Heart and Soul are traveling together. Their budding teamwork grants them support abilities. Heart learns Conjure Fire. Soul learns Conjure Ice. Interesting. So, like, it's not just a simple, there's two worlds and you travel between them type thing. It affects the combat system as well. And actually, you can see at the bottom of the screen, Heart has a down arrow and Soul has an up arrow. And I think that is just representing the advantages that they have, like, in the world. So Soul probably has an advantage because he's in the world of sorrow, whereas Heart is at a disadvantage because he's in the world of sorrow and normally he's in the world of love or joy or whatever. Alright, so let's go this way. Mysterious Woods. So we kind of have our first map. See, we got a few things around here. Can't seem to go this way, so I'm gonna have to walk around. or further down. Okay. And we're back into the world of joy. Okay, so we're going to be switching back and forth frequently. And there's also enemies that are going to be jumping out. Uzi approaches. I hope you remember how to fight, Heart. You and that thick head of yours. Of course I do. The Rock already taught me how to do that. Well, I'm sure the Rock didn't tell you everything. You see those arrows next to our names? Our powers will change depending on where we are. In the world of joy, you hold dominion. Therefore, you have more raw power than I do. And you'll be able to use power abilities, whereas I cannot. Oh, so I'm the lead man here! Well, no. The problem here is that you cannot use support skills. However, I can. In short, you can use power, and I can provide support. But don't get too used to it. Oh, that's really cool. Okay, so I have the raw power here. I'm sure we can probably both attack. So I'm going to try an attack here. Soul did 16 damage. Heart did 12. So Soul's a little more powerful. Which kind of makes sense to me. If I check my powers, I'm going to try this on Uzi C. And I can't use Soul's powers here because I'm in the world of joy. But I can use support. Grants Conjure Ice to Heart. Heart's normal attacks will be Ice Elemental. Oh, that is cool. And then also I can heal. That is really cool. Alright. I'm just going to attack normally. Because I don't think these things have all that much health. But apparently I can use Soul to make Heart's normal attacks have ice powers. And that's just really, really neat to me. Alright. See if we can kill these guys off. Haven't managed to kill them yet. You take that one, you take this one. As long as Soul can hit, yeah, they should die. Got them. Heart and Soul won the battle, 18 experience and 36 bucks. And it's dead. And it doesn't seem, from what I can tell, to be random battles. It's just a system of, you know, like things jumping out at you. Now we can switch back. And now I have access to whatever this thing is trying to tell me. There is a conspicuous lever in the middle of the forest. Bullet? Well, of course. It feels like something has changed. Okay, I'm not exactly sure what has changed. Oh, there's a bridge now. And the thing is, I wonder if that changed in the other world too. No, it didn't change in the other world. Okay, so that means that we have to continue in the world of sorrow, since the bridge is here and not in the world of joy. We'll keep going forward. Ah, yeah, it doesn't seem to be random battles. That might happen at some point, but we'll see. All right, same as before, right? I'll just use my fire spells and... well, no, it's not that simple. Now we're back in my world, the world of sorrow. So now the reverse holds true. I'll be our firepower, and you back me up with support abilities. So our abilities change depending on where we are. Correct. Mind you, this only affects our abilities. Our stats are not affected by this. Alright, well, then go get them! By the way, what does HP stand for? Hit points. Keep an eye on our HP as we fight monsters. If both of our HP reach 0, it's game over. Alright, so this time I'm going to try the support thing. I'm going to do Conjure Fire, which will give Soul's normal attacks some firepower. So now, whenever I attack, it's with fire. It seems to last probably the match. And I can't use my attack, so at this point, now that Soul is attacking with fire, I'm just going to assist. And I'm going to have you use Freeze on this guy. See what happens. So that one's down. Freeze does a great deal of damage. So let's just both attack this guy and see what happens. Boom! Got him. Heart and Soul 1. Berry Tonic found. Heart advanced level 2 and learned Magic Break. Soul advanced level 2 and learned Power Break. Alright, so let's go ahead and check what that means. See if I can check my skills here. So I've learned Power Break. Attack an enemy and lower their attack. And I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that Heart... attack an enemy and lower their mind. Alright, so one is lowering the attack, like physical attack, and one's lowering the spiritual attack or the magic attack, etc. So that's pretty cool. It's really neat because, like, depending on where you are in the map, it affects the combat, which is really, really a really cool mechanic. So let's say that I want to heal. Can I use... Oh, wow. So not even in the menu can I use the support of the character who's in their own world. Because I'm in the world of sorrow, this character, Soul, cannot use heal because you can only use support when you're in the other world. Therefore, if I want to restore some of Soul's HP, I'm going to have to do it using heart. Gotcha. There we go. There, back to normal. Let's see, we got... Looks like we can go up this way, so we'll go into the next map. We're chasing this weird acorn thing, and now it looks like we have some enemies just roaming around that we can probably avoid if we're careful! Oh no! Flubbly approaches and Carniflower. Okay, that's not a big deal. I'm gonna do Conjure Fire right off the bat. And then I'm going to try Freeze on this Flubbly and see how much damage I can do to it. It's a weakness, and it still survived, so, wow. Dang. And what's interesting is that, like, I was wondering if the game was going to get, like, pretty difficult, and it's definitely an RPG. Like, they're hitting us pretty hard here. Okay. So if I want to survive this, I'm going to have to be really careful. I'm going to go ahead and heal Heart while I use Freeze again on this Flubbly. It seems like a good way to get rid of it. Yeah, that thing's gone. 5 damage, 5 damage. Heart restores health, and we're back in business. So I'm going to attack the Carniflower. Actually, no, I'm going to attack the Flubbly. There we go. I don't know if maybe the basic attack and the... Yep, okay. I was wondering if those combined would be able to kill it. But they're doing some serious damage to me. Let's see if I can just do normal attacks here. And that was weakness because he must be weak to fire, and Soul's, sword essentially is on fire. We got through it. It was a lot of experience and a lot of money. Now we can get through this next area, and there's still enemies in the world of Joy. It's just, I guess, somewhat safer. Oh, and what's this? Obtain Sun Metal. Okay, what is Sun Metal? Is that a debased currency from the era of the Sun King? Worthless, but someone might collect these. Alright. We might be able to use these at some point in the future. So let's see. If we go up here, we can go around, and it looks like there's some friends over here. Maybe a chest of some sort over there? There's going to be a lot of exploration and a lot of kind of experimentation, too. There's some honey inside the hive. The bees look docile enough that you could try taking some. Take some honey? Yeah. Alright, so that restored our stuff. The honey from this beehive is so delicious. Who knew honey could be so energizing? I wonder if they'll let me take some home. Hey, you two. I thought you might need some advice along the way, so I've been waiting here. Have you ever seen one of these big treasure chests? They're not like the small ones you've seen. There's a counterpart for this chest in the other world, so if you open this one here, then the other chest will be open too. So think carefully about which one you want. Sounds confusing. That's cool. It seems like there's a lot of thought put into this. There's a lot of interesting mechanics that involve the two worlds. A sturdy ring made from iron. Oh, and you get to actually look. Okay. So if I hit no, I can go check out what the other one does. So I can now go into the other world. There's a silver ring. This one does defense +2 and force +3, so I want this one instead. So now I can go into my equipment, and I can give this to one of these characters. There we go. So force 22, and hearts, what's your force? 21. All right, so pretty similar. Very, very cool. And there's a rope here that I need to apparently grab. Obtained rope. It looks like there's another rope over there, so I'm going to try and maybe get to that rope as well. And I see the smaller treasure chests. The question is exactly where do I need to go? There was a... Oh, interesting. Only in the world of Joy could I get up here and around. So certain elements are only going to go in certain places. There's a stake in the ground. There seems to be a stake across the gap as well. But the rope you have is too short. Ah, that's what you need the rope for. So if we go back here, now we can get to this chest. Obtain magic shard. If we look at what the magic shard is, restores 35 MP. Ah. Alright, I think... Get another sun medal, so we're still finding those things. I think I'm going to go ahead and end it here. This is a bit of a longer first 20, although not really out of the norm for anyone who watches this series regularly. But this is cool. Like, I was genuinely interested in playing this game. It was a huge bonus that this was coming out of the Starmen community. But the game is so cheery and fun. It's well written. The music is great. I particularly like the World of Joy's music, although the World of Sorrow's music is great too. And it's just really fun. Like, there's a lot of interesting things that are going on that involve the two worlds, and it's just really, really good ideas that are going on here mechanically. Anyway, that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. This game is available right now on Steam for Windows, and I'll put a link in the description if you want to pick that up and support this developer. If you have a game that you would like to see on First20 in the future, then be sure to comment with it down below. And if you pick up this game and you start playing a little bit through it, then be sure to, share your experiences in the comments. I know that the other commenters would love to hear about it, and I'm sure the developer would like to read about it as well. Anyway, that's it for me today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time for more Steven Plays First 20.